Trade union leaders from more than 25 countries protested in front of IKEA in Geneva to send a message that they were united against workers' rights abuses in Danville, USA. This action is part of a BWI-led international campaign to bring IKEA to respect the fundamental rights by finally allowing workers to freely join the union of their choice. Swedwood, an IKEA-owned company, is still refusing to recognize its fundamental rights since it opened in Danville a few years ago. The Building and Woodworkers International BWI has always considered the IKEA agreement and the dialogue with the company as a model. Now BWI urges Swedwood and IKEA to continue in the same spirit, respecting the agreement for workers in Danville. We're asking people to send Christmas cards to the IKEA CEO so that IKEA opens its doors to unions.
The central question facing IKEA is, do they want to become the next Walmart? Because that's the road they're heading down. They are treating people in Danville, Virginia, identical to the way Walmart has been accused of treating workers around the world. And this caught us completely by surprise because the reputation of IKEA is that they are one of the best. And we assumed when they came into Danville, Virginia, that they would honor the ILO core labor standards that they put in their IWA, and we were shocked to discover that they are refusing to do that. IKEA is one of the largest retail manufacturers of activity relating to wood in the world. And as a former staffer with BWI, what was then IFBWW, I was involved with the first global framework agreement ever developed for BWI, and that was with IKEA. And we were proud of that agreement because in that agreement, IKEA promised to follow the ILO core labor standards every place around the world. And since they did that several years ago in places like Poland and Russia, they have honored that agreement and they have set the benchmark for corporate social responsibility. Now they've opened an operation in my home country, the United States of America, in a place called Danville, Virginia. And the way they are treating workers in Danville is completely out of character for IKEA.
The IKEA agreement that applies with IKEA and BWI states that the trade unions should be respected in every concept.
The way they're treating workers in Danville, Virginia is little different than the way Walmart treats workers around the world. They're forcing them to work overtime without advance notice. They're forcing them to work 30 days in a row. In many cases, they've manipulated the schedule to cut their overtime. They're not allowing them bathroom breaks. They have an unsafe workplace. This is what Walmart looks like, not IKEA, and IKEA needs to decide, do you want to become the next Walmart?
As a Swede amongst other Swedes, I'm very proud of the successes that the Swedish furniture company IKEA has had all around the world. However, today we face a problem. The supplier to IKEA, Swedwood, has for 3 years now opened a factory in Danville, United States. And so far there has been no trade union recognition, and the workers at Danville are not allowed to exercise their trade union rights. So now when it's soon Christmas, I hope that the CEO of IKEA really opened the door to the workers in Danville and sees to that the trade union rights can be exercised anytime.
IKEA, if you have made the decision that you want to be the next Walmart, then the Machinists Union will dedicate its resources to make sure the world understands the decision you're making and the way you're treating those workers in Danville, Virginia. It's not right and it's got to end. Thank you.